This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
Here we go.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
11. Hey, box truck. Switch.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. One, Omaha. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Garoppolo on first down. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He hits his running back. Close ice. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
57, Mike. Mike 57.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Single, 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 single. 17, 7, 2, 2. He's gonna sit right up. 2. Hey, Delta. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, alert! 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 Hey! 5-7, man!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get off the field. 57's hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21, 21. Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go. 180. 57. Come on. Go ahead, go ahead. One,
Garoppolo again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he's going to send this one deep. That's caught at the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You got him. You got him. 51.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Go 14.
1st and 10. Check out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
21. Here we go. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's what I do. 57. Mike, 57. 13.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike 51. You better be afraid of me. You say, afraid of me. Hey, 18. 51. Hey, easy. Touch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hang out.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Gonna throw deep, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. For the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Garoppolo now. 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Flushed out right. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
95.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Play action. Garoppolo feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
50 seconds to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 57 to Mike.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down, eluding the pressure. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Room to run past midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here we go. Mike 54.
Now Wilson to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Ready? Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, gun. Motion out the backfield. 65.
On second down, it's Coleman, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it, and this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Wilson. Big hold of the 30. It's complete to Lockett. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shoot!
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.